G'day brewers, Hendo here. In this video, I'm going to show you how Beer 30 can help you track your ferments using the charting module so that you can get more consistent beer out of your brewery. If you're using paper logs to track your fermentations in your brewery, one of the problems that you're going to have is it makes it very difficult to track changes in fermentation curve from batch to batch. So what I want to do is to show you how Beer 30 can help you track fermentations from batch to batch so that you wind up with more consistent fermentation and therefore more consistent beer. Let's take a look. So if we have a look here, we're in the Beer 30 dashboard. That's pretty much where you start when you log into Beer 30. If I look down here on the left-hand side, I'll see the charts module. Let me just dive into the charts module here. Now, this is a really powerful way to extract all of your fermentation, brewing data, all the different parts that happen in your brewery can be tracked through this charting module. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick my Cambodian Snake Venom IPA. It's one of my core range beers. It's one I want to track a particular fermentation. I'm just going to select the fermentation module. Along the x-axis, I'm going to select the fermentation day number. And on the y-axis, I'm going to track the gravity. I'm going to pick a batch here. Let's say this one here. I'll click Generate Chart. And as you can see, Beer 30 has generated the fermentation chart tracking the gravity of this particular beer. Pretty cool, huh? Well, next thing we want to do is, let's say I want to get some more granularity in the data to take a real much deeper look into the fermentation. So let me add some more y-axes on there. So next thing I'm going to add is pH. And then thirdly, I'm going to add the actual temperature. Temp actual, there we go. And I'll click Generate Chart. And what it's done now is it's tracked 3 lines. So the red line becomes our gravity, the green line is our pH, and the aqua line tracks the actual temperature of the fermentation. So now I'm getting a much deeper look into that particular fermentation. Now, that just covers things for one batch. What if I want to have a look at multiple batches on top of each other to track the consistency of a particular beer over time? Well, with Beer 30, that's really easy. Let's have a look. What I'll do is I'll get rid of these 2 extra y-axes there, and I'm just going to leave it on gravity, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm now going to select multiple batches. So I'm going to put 5, let's make it 6 batches there. I'll hit Generate Chart, and all of a sudden, I can track gravities and fermentation curves along multiple batches. Now, what this is telling me is I can see that the starting gravity for all of these batches of beer is pretty tight. So my wort production's running really well with respect to gravity, and you can imply basically alcohol. But with this particular batch of beer, this particular client has said they're having some flavor inconsistencies. Well, I can see that gravity is not the issue, right? Because we've got pretty tight original gravity range and a pretty tight finishing gravity range. So let's change it from gravity and have a look at pH. I'll regenerate the chart, and all of a sudden, the chart starts to look different. So these are basically my knockout pHs. There is a tight bunch here, but you can see that there is a really wide band of original pHs on during wort production and a really wide band of pHs in my beer. And pH being a beer flavor number, you can tell that that's the first place that I would start to address when I'm starting to look at beer flavor inconsistency from batch to batch. So as you can see, the charting module in Beer 30 is really powerful in helping you to be able to track fermentation curves right across multiple products, multiple batches of beer, and multiple metrics within each batch of beer. It really is a time saver to helping you troubleshoot those beer consistency issues. So if you want to know more about how the Beer 30 charting module can help you brew more consistent and better beer, leave the comment chart below, and one of the Beer 30 crew will reach out to you and arrange a demo so that you can not only see the charting module, but all of the other features within Beer 30 that help you brew better, brew more amazing beer. Thanks for watching this Tech Tip Tuesday. I'll catch you in the next video.